Hello, Grace family. I'm Christine Gilgee. This month, we are highlighting awareness of human trafficking. There's over 38.4 million children that are being sexually exploited and over 400 that are likely being sex trafficked. The cyber tip line on social media and through the cyberspace, they have reported that there are over 38 million children that are being exploited. As horrific as these statistics are, this is just a small, staggering fact because so much of it is underreported. How I got started is as a jail chaplain. I had the privilege of meeting hundreds of women and hearing their stories. And it became very obvious to me that sexual exploitation is prevalent, not only in our communities, but within our churches. So I am so privileged and blessed that we have Compassion Washington, that by God's grace, the women and the children have been brought to us, that we have been able to offer them the hope of Jesus Christ by giving them hope, health, and healing. And I'm so blessed to be here with my two dear friends, Sky and Dagny, who will share their hope story.
Hi, my name is Sky. I'm adopted from China. Until the time I was 18, I was sexually abused, amongst other things. But God has saved me by surviving through it all fully intact. I believe that God has been showing me and nudging me to find a way to bring awareness to human trafficking. So my goal is to pursue a cybersecurity degree so that I can be behind the scene fighting against human trafficking operations. There are a lot of online sexual exploitations, and I've been through that before, and I want to fight against it. But until I get my cybersecurity degrees, I will be here volunteering my time with these ladies and helping the survivors within and outside of the human trafficking circles.
你好，我叫 Dagny. My name is Dagny Firth. I spent 9 years teaching abroad with my family. We raised our children there, and Shanghai is very near and dear to my heart. While I was in Shanghai, one day in my stroller walking with the children, I came across a young boy about 8 years old who had been stripped naked and was being trafficked, forced to beg. By the grace of God, a group of people, including myself, were able to get him into a van, along with his traffickers, who reluctantly agreed, to see that he had received immediate medical services. 2.5 years later, we continued to fight for his release and freedom from his abusers, and we followed him to various over 12 welfare centers, homeless shelters, anywhere that we could place when, how, and keep our eye on him. 3 years later, miraculously, due to God's grace and faithfulness, he was placed in a Shanghai Welfare Forever home, and the director was Christian. Not only have I witnessed up close the horrific reality of human trafficking, but I also am a sexual abuse survivor. I know what it is to live with secrets, shame, and I know what the power of humiliation can do to a human being. And yet, I also have witnessed God's tremendous grace, healing, and redemptive power, and I know that it is available to everyone because God is faithful and His grace is sufficient to give us the future that we have only ever imagined. I am excited to be a blessing and partner with Christine, my dear friend, and Sky, my new friend, my punyas from China, with our connection to rally on behalf of those who desperately need to be redeemed from exploitation and abuse.
So we are so blessed that you at church, our Grace family, have joined us in so many other ways of volunteering, whether it's through the healthcare events or street outreach, volunteering at Adorn Bridal Boutique, and even making phone calls to those on the front lines who are selling themselves. Thank you so much for allowing us to share our blessed story. We are all blessed to be a blessing.
加油!